Oh, hang in there, hang in there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We made it to Boulia.
Any thought of kangaroos had to be pushed to the back of my mind.
Oh, I missed my sock, my slip.
Not a pretty sight. Another big day on the bikes. So, Jono and I having our porridge supreme. Want some more?
No, I'll be right, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
plenty.
No, it's tasty, but I've had it's very filling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Had a very pleasant night last night. A bit windy, but the wind settled down. We're just leaving Tobermory station, heading to Boulia on the last leg of the Plenty Highway. So we have mixed reports about this road, and they say it's not as bad as the one we've been on. So we'll see. Anyway, looking forward to another great day on the bikes.
Not long after turning onto the main road, we were again meeting our old friend, the road train.
Just slowed right down. At least we know what's ahead of us, because the road and everything just disappears when these things go past. See, I can't even see Jonathan. Yeah.
Fortunately though, the traffic was light and we settled in to our journey to Boulia.
On our way to Boulia. Rocky, rocky road. Hang in there. Stay with the pegs. It's the easiest way. Just move the bike around past these rocks. Well, we traded bull dust for rocks. Not sure it's a fair trade. Ruts. How many more? Oh, my poor suspension. Sure. Oh, hang in there. Oh, goodness. It's hurting my neck. Just endless ruts. These bikes just take a hammering. Let's come back for more. I think Jonathan's taking a break. Time for a snake, maybe. Should we stop for a snake?
Yeah.
We'll just stop further up. Get out of this dust.
Yeah.
Time for a snake.
Time for a snake.
Snakes have always been our go-to snack when we just needed a bit of a sugar boost when we're tired. It's clear though, we probably had the lion's share of them. Next stop was lunch, but not before again meeting one of our old friends.
Whoa, goodness gracious me. Can you... Oh, right. I've got half a cattle station in my helmet. Nothing like the taste of cattle dung just before lunch.
With stiffness and cramps starting to make an appearance, it was time to get off the road for a while. And what better place than the turn-off to Boulia?
Oh, Jonathan just got off the road. What's he looking at?
Boulia is famous for the Minmin lights, and according to folklore, the lights sometimes follow or approach people and disappear when fired upon, sometimes very rapidly, only to reappear later on. And anyone who chases the lights and catches them will never return to tell the tale.
So it's 10 k's to Boulia, and Jonathan's range is telling him 10 k's. We reckon he'll have a litre left. Anyway, touch and go. Desert Sands Motel. At last, Boulia. Hey Jono, Boulia.
Boulia, we made it.
We made it to Boulia.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the sign.
Yeah.
Multi-purpose sports and aquatic centre. Gee, I'm sure we'll get petrol here.
It's like a bustling hive of activity.
Well, mate, well done, hey? We did the Plenty Highway.
Plenty Highway. Yeah, Plenty Highway.
We did the Plenty Highway. Fantastic, hey? Great effort, Jono.
Yeah, it was good fun, eh?
Whoa, that was a good, 600 Ks of just
Straight dirt.
straight dirt.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we've earned our lunch, hey?
Yep, definitely. Gonna get a feed.
Definitely. Alright, let's go and find some petrol first.
Alright.
With both bikes and riders filled up, we were heading off to Winton, which was to be our stop for the night. But not before riding through some beautiful scenery.
Over the last 2 days we've ridden probably about 16 hours direct east, and you can see now how the terrain is changing and the vegetation is less desert-like and it's a lot greener. But it's taken us all that time just riding east. Just goes to show what a huge country this is. At last we're getting some twisty roads, not just straight turn, straight turn. These are all little improvements. Oh yeah, most definitely. So we're 60 k's out of Winton and Jonathan's on 0 fuel. So here we are just beetling along, trying to keep the consumption below 4 litres per 100. All we want to do is get as close as we can to the next servo, and then I'll go ahead and go and get some fuel. So at the moment we're doing 4.2 litres per 100. So we're just keeping it really slow. We're only doing 65 k's an hour in fifth. So I think we'll make it, or we'll get damn close. Alright, this is it. You didn't make it by something like 16 k's.
The plan was then for me to get the fuel bladder off Jono's bike and then hightail it to Winton to get some fuel.
Alright, I'll see you shortly.
Then it was just a mad chase to get to Winton as quickly as I could, then driving through the little village, desperately searching for a petrol station, which finally I found. Then it was just a case of get the bladder open, get the petrol in, get the bladder closed, strap it down again, head off to go and pay, and get back on the bike as quickly as possible to beat the sun. I have to say this was a really challenging part of the day. The sun was directly in my eyes, and I had to try and squint to see what was on the horizon. Any thought of kangaroos had to be pushed to the back of my mind, as I was just desperate to get to Jono before the sun went down. Looking in the opposite direction, the landscape looked completely different, and it became evident that Jono had reacquainted himself with the snakes whilst I was away. He did, however, manage to get the drone up in the air, and again I just marvel at the expanse, the vastness, the dryness, the quiet, and the absolute beauty of the Outback, and again how privileged we both were to be experiencing this ride together through this gorgeous part of the country. Luckily, with new petrol on board, the bike started immediately, much to our relief, and we were heading off back to Winton in probably a bit more of a sedate fashion, where we had the local cuisine and partook of a few beverages, and then after yet another incredibly adventurous day, slept really well that night.